How you doing? Welcome back to another edition of Ulon.Life. I am your host, Pete Eson Keller, Chicago Job and Resource King. I have two special guests with me tonight. My boy, you know what I'm saying? Hood in the building, baby. What's up, baby? How you doing? All right. And then, of course, his queen right here. And I want to say your name perfectly. How you say it?
Nataki.
Nataki is in the house. How you doing, queen? God bless you. All right. You know what I'm saying? So listen up. So tonight's show, as you already know, we're going to go fast here. So please get your pens and papers out. You guys know that we are also live. If you have cable, go to cable channel 21. We are worldwide. And for all the different multimedias we got going on, man, please welcome. Get your pens and papers out. So let's get started. So, Hood, I know that you know what I'm saying. Every week I'm putting on somebody that's hot in the streets, that's doing their thing. You know, they out here, they making it happen. So can you please tell me, Hood, you know, how did you get started? Like, how did the movement, you know, come about?
That's an excellent question. Thanks for asking. Basically, you know, I started in the trenches.
Right.
And so by me coming from the trenches, I'm able to relate to them. Not necessarily sympathize, but to empathize with what's going on out there because I come from there.
Right.
And after, you know, a couple of run-ins with the law, I ended up doing 15 years. You know, straight. 15.
Now, you know I know, but you know what I'm saying? Let the people know.
I ended up doing 15 years straight.
One of my guys
I was actually wrongfully convicted. I forgave the people who came to court on me, which took a lot out of me. It took a lot for me to do that. I felt that was a big step for me. And I feel like, you know, the Creator just moved me to start Hoodhole Movement when I was still incarcerated. Right. I ain't come home till 2013, but I started Hoodhole Movement in 2010. So, you know, our logo is the 6 and the 5 together. Right. Which constitute the O's in Hood, and then the hope, the heart is an O. So basically, you know, even though I recognize that that's the Star of David and you know the 5 is related to Islam, etc., that's not where my first initial education about those symbols came from. My first initial education about those symbols came from street tribalism. Right. And so when I incorporated into Hoodhole Movement, even though I'm embracing, you know, all concepts that relate to it and not being prejudiced or discriminatory, but still, you know, I got to, you know, speak for me and mine and represent what I know to be true. Right.
Okay. So that was the initial background of it. That's what kind of, you know what I'm saying, put it together. Now, Queen, you know, I know that you do a lot of things out here, you know what I'm saying, as far as backing up the movement and stuff. What are some of the things that you have going on right now?
Well, right now, I'm the national lead organizer for One Fair Wage organization, which is a national organization. Nice. And we organize tip workers across the nation, right here, even in our own state, to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour plus tips. And that's for bartenders, servers, everyone that's a tip worker that sit down and eat at your IHOPs, your Denny's, your Applebee's restaurants, your original house.
Okay, you making me hungry now.
Your original house of pancake
it's almost
restaurant.
Time too. Okay.
And so right now in the state of Illinois, minimum wage for tip workers right now at Original House of Pancakes and Applebee's and IHOPs is $7.20 an hour. And so right now we have a campaign going on to raise the minimum wage, and we have a bill that's sponsored by State Representative Carmel Lilly, and that's to help us to end and raise the sub-minimum wage here in Illinois. So
nice, okay.
We got a couple of events coming up. We just had an event with a Wage and Change documentary with restaurant workers talking about raising the minimum wage for tip workers.
Well, we're definitely going to get right off into that. Okay, y'all, real quick, as y'all know, we're getting ready to get into it. Get your pens and papers out and make sure you hit that share button so you get your blessing. So, first we got FedEx, okay? Now, they are hiring, and they having an express kind of summit, a meeting. They are located at 875 West Division Street. Now, September 16th, which is coming up, y'all, at 10 a.m. to 1, you can bring your resumes. They hiring on the spot, okay? Part-times is starting you off at $18.28 an hour. You can't beat it. They need drivers, operators, and they're needing for company vehicles. They provide courteous and efficient delivery, click up packages, check shipments, etc., etc. I need you guys, you know, to get in touch with them to find out more about it. You always have with FedEx a 1-800 number, and you can kind of ask about your area. So the number is 1-800-463 3339, okay? If you want a Chicago number, they have one, 773 582-1333. Remember, they are hiring FedEx, 875 West Division Street. September 16th, they're having a showing. You come down there with your resume and get hired, all right? So, getting back into it, Hood, let's talk about some music real quick. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing your music for a minute. Tell me about some of the things you got going on.
Well, we are happy to be working with Shoutbody, especially from Us Before Me. He came from the West Coast, just recently shot a music video with us and did a song with us. And they've been working with Rap A Lot Midwest, just to name drop somebody, you know, one of the legends in the game. But also, it's something that would interest you as well because we pushing the books too.
Okay, that's
so you know, with the movement, you know, one of our mottos is on our banners is that we pushing the message through movies, music, and manuscripts. Because you know we got the movies out. With We For Us, you know, Big Rod, so they can check that out on We For Us TV or on Hoodhole Movement, YouTube. We got the movies, Option Robbers 1 and 2, you know, with the message. And then I got the books out, The Snitch Factor. It's not just particularly about my case. It's just about snitching, period, not me being disgruntled and venting through a book and snitches get stitches and all that.
But you kind of letting them know, you know, the background with it, how it went down, and kind of like what's going on with it.
Nah, basically, and that would be a good angle though. You know, and that angle may come out one day.
There you go.
And that's a good angle. But I felt like this was for the youth because I particularly, it's a real deep topic. You know what I'm saying? Like people is doing time, and we have to define it. We have to define what snitching is. Because William O'Neal would be considered a snitch with the Cherry Fred Happy situation. Then my personal case and in the streets and the trenches, etc. But in the book, I elaborate on why do snitching even exist? What is the origin of it, and what is the solution? Not no just snitches get stitches. That you know that ain't the solution.
That's too vague. Too vague.
Yeah. So that's what I'm on with the books. So you know, and it all correlates with the music. Because it's a message, you know what I'm saying? Getting the message out. Sometimes people ain't trying to hear you, just sit there and talk. You can put the, what they say, put the medicine inside the candy. So we got a real rap challenge coming out.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I'm dropping like 3 minutes of heat, just straight rapping, no hook or nothing, just straight bars. And somebody come how they want to come, but we don't want to let real rap die. We are the protectors and the guardians of what we hold to be sacred, of what we honor and respect. And we can tell our own story. Hip-hop as we know it. Now, they got all types of stories, but hip-hop as we know it originated in the 70s and led to people from the trenches actually becoming millionaires and on with stories. And so it's old heads like me, and maybe even young heads, I haven't been really discussing it with them, that's saying some of the stuff that's coming out is being improperly or inappropriately miscategorized as hip-hop. Or categorized as rap. Like, I'm not tripping on whatever you're doing or whatever your style is, but you can't take the 5 and call it a 6. You can't take what I'm considering some trash or some garbage and say this hip-hop, this rap, I do the same thing that you and Esau do. No, you do what you do. And we do the same thing that KRS-One was doing, and Big Daddy Kane and Rakim and J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, and it's different. It's a difference between, you know what I'm talking about. And we want them to know what we're talking about.
Hip-hop.
Exactly. So that's what we on with the real rap. We having a real rap challenge. We want real rappers to come out and spit real rap.
I feel you, baby. Do the thizzle, okay? Real quick, y'all. Again, get them pages and papers out. So, now, Circle K hiring event is this Friday. Let's see, at 3601 Northwestern. Call all crew members, assistant store managers, and any store managers. If you have a desire to be changed and work, if you are fast-paced and you want to grow your career, just call this number. All right? Let me see here. Matter of fact. I don't even see a number. Oh, let's see. No, but you can call 312-834-8020, and we're going to hook you up. Anything that we do on here, we're going to repost on our website. So just please get in touch with us. Make sure that you, reach out to us and let us know what's going on. Now, Lowe's Cross-Dock Terminal in Chicago is actively hiring a market delivery associate, inventory specialist, and associates. They do have a 401k, and you can still reach them through us, 312-834-8020. Now, anytime home care is hiring. Now, I had about 5 people call today for home care, right? Because a lot of women are really trying to, get out in the trenches and really make some extra bread on the side. Home care is one way to go because they're paying good, you get a little benefits, and it's easy. You know what I'm saying? You take care of,
and you're helping somebody.
Yeah, you're doing good stuff. So, they are hiring. You can call Alex at 847-457-8818. And if you want to email them and send your resume, it's anytime at homecareil.org. Okay, so just feel free again, like I said, reach out to us, 312-834-8020. We got your back, and we're going to put it all out there. Also, if you are on Facebook, you can go to Ulon Resource Center, and we have all the jobs in Chicago. I mean, it just keeps going and going. If you want to start finding some stuff that you feel like you want to specialize in, go to Ulon Resource Center on Facebook and you will find everything. Okay, so real quick, Queen, I know you said you got some events coming up. Anything just, you want to just speak upon real quick?
Well, yeah, so we're getting ready for Black Women Equal Pay Day.
Okay.
And so we are joining Workers Center for Justice, Workers Center for Racial Justice at the 87th Theater.
Okay, 87th.
Wednesday, the 21st.
Y'all hear that? Wednesday, the 21st.
At 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
And so you will have to go to Workers Center for Racial Justice. You will have to go to their website and register. And this is a free event.
Free, we like free, y'all. Don't
fair
forget
wage,
free. Share this, y'all. Get y'all blessed.
One fair wage members. If you register, it's a free event.
Nice.
And so,
and how do they register?
They have to go to Workers Center for Racial Justice.org.
All right.
And so they will. This movie, the Woman King will be out.
The Woman King, y'all.
The Woman King, yeah, that'll be out, and so that'll be Wednesday. On the 21st, this is a screening, and so that will be the screening for The Woman King. And also, we will be having earlier that day from 12 to 4, we'll be having our open house at our new office at 5113 South Harper. One fair wage. Yes, one fair wage office. So all the tip workers.
Share this, y'all, so y'all go back and forth. Get all this info.
Are having any kind of issues, wage theft, sexual harassment, discrimination, need legal advice. We are there, and that's what our office is for. And also, we will be tabling in the neighborhood, in the community, letting them know that our office is there for restaurant workers, young women, Black women that are the majority of restaurant workers. So we're in Hyde Park, 5113 South Harper.
5113 South Harper.
And Suite 2022.
Suite 2022,
yeah, and come and see us. And we'll be at the, what we call the Conscious Corner on 53rd.
We were talking about that, the Conscious
Corner by Boston Market.
Right by Boston Market,
y'all. So we'll be there throughout the
weekend. That's on 53rd, right?
Yeah.
On 53rd,
so we'll be on that corner.
Okay.
Doing tabling, distributing out flyers, letting the community know that we're there. But on the 21st, we're going to do pretty big things in our office for Black Women Equal Pay Day.
Nice. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, man, share this so we get the word out there, y'all. And then that brings me to you real quick. Now, I knew that there was an issue with tissue, something about some tissue. Can you please expound about that, y'all? Let them know about the tissue. What's going on with that?
Thank you for bringing that up, brother. Real quick, elaborate on it real quick because I can go on and on. But if people want to, more information about it, they can look us up. They can Google Hoodhole Movement, so we're actually Googleable. But real quick, why tissue is the issue is because we have a lot of issues in our community.
Right.
We got a list. So people like us that's boots on the ground and do work in the community, we never run out of stuff to do.
Right.
Like you say, the site is full of jobs. It's never run out of. It's a cycle. It never run out of people coming home that need help. It's somebody came home today and somebody got shot today, etc. So all those are relevant issues that should be addressed. School teachers, police, etc.
Right.
But all these issues require economics to be addressed.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? There's some money to open up a youth center, some money to do the record label, some money to do what you're doing here with the Ulon movement, etc., funding, etc. So when I was hustling in the streets to stay out of, recidivism.
Exactly.
I'm like, I got to eat though, but how I'm gonna do boots on the ground? I ain't really want to do the 501c3, etc. But not knocking people who did that. But I'm like, I'm gonna find a different route.
And you wanted it a little bit faster.
Of course. And I want a little bit more freedom with whatever I could do with my money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Not to be dictated to. And I've seen people experience complications with but I also seen people very successful with 501c3s as well.
You know, I know. It go both ways.
Exactly. And so, but you can still get in on the stipend and, you know, et cetera. You can get in on it. So when I got the tissue, I was like, oh, this is wonderful because people use tissue every day. But as I began to market it, that's when I came up with tissue is the issue as the slogan. Because the issue is that we can't get past the fact that we need economics, that we need unity, that we need to support each other. If we can't get past that, there's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing to talk about Pookie getting shot on such street, or the pregnant sister sleeping on the ground, or whatever's going on in the community. We can't get past the conversation about us unifying around collective economics, especially with somebody that's boots on the ground. Not saying that everybody don't deserve money, they do. But if somebody's giving, then they need more so they can give more with a proven track record of giving. And say, okay, let's support this guy. And by me being from the trenches, real quick, I kind of take it personal because now they shopping with the ops.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? I got ops in this game, just like the opposite of love is hate. They say, man, they hating on you. They hating on the show. They hating on this. They don't want to share it. Why is they hating? But we love us. So we know hate is our ops. We don't like drive-bys and woman beaters and all that. Them our ops. We ops against that. So we ain't trenching and gangbang, but we understand we have opposition.
Exactly.
You know? So that's why tissue is the issue and stuff.
So Scott Tissue and Chom is who you going against.
If they start giving back, then they could be, you know, on level playing ground with me. They can say, we give back too. So, hey, shop with us. And I say, hey, they give back too. But we're not at that point right now. And then when it comes to the community, my track record was established with Hoodhole Movement before I started introducing the product. But I'm realizing, even when I was in Judas and the Black Messiah, and shout out to Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., that in that movie, it was somebody that gave him money to open up the health clinics. So somebody got to be that person to say, hey, man, I see what's going on. Here goes something. And I want to be that person, get this tissue.
Let's get it. Okay. So that's a good breakdown, y'all. That's a very good analogy. And, man, it's good that you can break it down like that because a lot of people, you know, wouldn't have been able to go that quick with it. And it was like you said, you could go on forever, but you did a good, quick, thorough breakdown. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Chairman.
Yes. So, all right, well, real quick, y'all, we got a literary and it's very important program for adults. So you'll be surprised how many of us, brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, might not be there exactly where they need to be with either reading, writing, you know, certain type of, I guess you could say, absorption of what it is to actually just be able to communicate through books, reading, writing, you know, a manuscript out, writing a play, writing poetry, you know, or writing an idea down. You know, you want to journal, you want to get something on paper that you can communicate with another brother or sister with, you know what I'm saying, or you want to write a letter to the alderman. Look, this right here is messed up. What the bam? You know what I'm saying? Right, type it out, whatever. So we want our, you know what I'm saying, people to have a better chance at competing in everything with whatever it is, and that breaks down all the way to literary writing. And you can call Kat Pumphrey, which is a coordinator, at 773-751-7134 for adult education programs that will cover all of this, adult learners programs, and even a GED. Whatever you need, they're going to help you out, which is a good start to get, you know, like you said, man,
get
strap
into
on
the
them boots.
trade. Because everybody's like, go to college. College is good, but at least if you get your GED and get this adult education, at least you can. That's the first step into the trades, because we forget about the trades. Like the trades is to help you get a good career, union paid job. And so we need to talk about the trades more. We love going to college. We love all the college stuff. But a lot of young kids and young women and guys, CVS was a big trade school, and they not pumping out the trades like they used to.
Like they used to.
Dunbar was a big trade school. They're not pumping out the trade, and they have the union, the electrician union is right there by Dunbar. So we need more investment into trade, your GED, your adult literacy, because them things are important and that can really help you get a job quickly. Maybe you don't have the 4 years, maybe you don't have the 2 years, but you can get a trade. But if you don't have your basic, then you can't even proceed with a trade.
True. And I think it also, you know, I think it also helps with self-esteem as well. You know, a lot of brothers, I think a lot of time they shy or they be so angry because they haven't took that first step into saying, you know what, I need to go do that.
Yeah.
Let me stop playing, you know what I'm saying? Because I got kids now. I want to be able to sit down with their homework, whatever it is, or maybe get an idea, strategical plan with them, and entrepreneurship. Because right now, you know, being an entrepreneur, very, very important for us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a new wave. Because all the modules, the big corporate enterprise are getting ready to downsize. You know what I'm saying? And as they downsize, they're going to be firing so many of our grandparents, our parents, all the way down. Technology is coming up, so that, you know, when you pull into the McDonald's, you know that a cashier live person you're talking to, you ain't gonna be talking to them anymore. You can talk to a machine. Yeah, you're gonna be. It's gonna keep going and going and going. And pretty soon, what they were saying, I was reading this one book. It's very interesting. It said that in the future, only 7 years from now, they're gonna be creating the most basic, minimal jobs for people to do, because all these other jobs are gonna be gone. So you might you will get paid half of what you get paid now just to do like something simple on the street to, you know, clean up a corner. And in your corner, you ain't, so now all it's gonna be part-time. You know what I'm saying?
And so that's why it's important for us to raise the state minimum wage.
Yes, exactly.
Because if you're going to go into robots, and you're going to go into this, then I need a minimum wage. I still have to have a state. And so if we leave it up to Amazon and all of these other big corporations, they're never going to raise the minimum wage, or they're going to play games.
And they're moving in so slowly but surely.
And so that's why we have to raise the minimum wage for tip workers, restaurant workers, because of the kiosks, because you see less and less of cashiers at the places, and so that's why it's important. Yeah, for
anything that's dealing with customer service. Now we're speaking about schools, right? So King College just sent me this. Very important, you guys. They are offering GED classes free, okay? Free GED classes just to get you out there, because remember, the GED is still equivalent to the high school diploma. So you won't have to be going, you know, as much if you're in a gang-infested area, your children, and they can't really just go around and just go to school. As tragic as that may seem, they still could compete once getting out, you know what I'm saying? And you can do a lot of courses online now, too. So, for free GED programs that are going through Kennedy King, which is right here on the south side, please call 773-602-5340. Their next fall week starts, y'all, in just a couple weeks, so go sign up. September 24th and September 26th. Free GED classes, you guys. So please, man, please, if you know anybody, share this, get your blessing. It's very important, y'all. Now, real quick, hit in on that real nice. Yeah, that's just there. There you go. So, y'all don't call me. Y'all know how I go. I'm going to put you on Front Street, y'all. Keep doing it. So, listen up. I also want to talk about, you know, what it is that you feel that the movement really is about right now. You know what I'm saying? With Hood. You know, where do you guys see yourself going right now? What are some of the things that you're doing?
Well, with Hoodhole Movement, you know, by us incorporating the blue and the red and the 6 and the 5, and we done worked with probably anybody you name in the city.
For those who don't know, real quick, the blue and the red, he's talking about different type of structural organizations that once was in tune with each other, and so now through this brother, you know what I'm saying, he's incorporated a unified, you know, a singular mindset towards people can come together, work together, get money together, get jobs together, whatever it is. Go ahead, bro.
That was hard. I'm going to use that as a soundbite.
All right.
On one of my demos I'm working on. Yes, sir, but that's exactly what it is. So, you know, our mission statement is to create economic opportunity in disenfranchised communities and put an end to senseless violence, because, you know, some stuff it just goes on and it is what it is. Our main goal was to bring everybody together. And so that's, you know, very complicated and difficult and stressing. Yes, it is. So but we haven't given up, though. We haven't given up. And so we still working and moving forward. And I see that we're more solution-driven. Like when I first became into consciousness and first started waking up, I was aware of the problem. Even I was the problem, you know, at one point in my life. I realized I was the problem. And so, but now
that's deep. That's deep for you to admit that and say that. That's growth right there.
And I know you admitted that in your book, too, as well, that you was the problem. You could bring the brand, you know what I'm saying? So we share that commonality and coming from the trenches, and we both got our books and stuff like that, so we understand the communication part and getting that message out. And so now, besides dwelling on the problem, like when she was talking about fighting for the wages, she not dwelling on they being sexually harassed. She not dwelling on they not making enough money. She's dwelling on how we going to get the bill passed, how we going to get some people involved and let people know what's really going on.
How do we get it cracking? How do we go from this hurdle over the hurdle?
That's right. So that's what I'm saying. We more solution driven.
Right.
So with the like we got the designer dog gear, we got people sponsoring us. We got the pet rescue program. Like with a solution.
Oh, talk about that real quick. What's the pet rescue program? Tell me a little bit about that real quick.
Right. Okay. So that kind of fell upon us. Like was getting sponsored by the guy who got the designer dog gear called Pettis. Okay. And so you got a lot of people that's getting into the dog game.
Right.
With $5,000 dogs, $20,000 dogs. So why would you have a $5 or $10 leash on a $3,000-$4,000 dog, or even any dog that's priceless? Because we don't have a price on our dogs, but we care about them.
Right.
So, you know, there's no price to put on care. But we had to design a dog gear. But I never looked at it like, I actually need a dog. I'm selling dog gear. I was just waiting patiently until whenever, basically. Right. And then the dogs just kind of fell into our lap. It was some strays that got away, and we ended up getting them, and then we babysitting dogs and on. And then I started realizing, you know, like when something happened to you, then you start noticing it more.
Yeah.
So
if you buy a car, you start noticing. Everybody, you know, who got that car now.
Right, exactly. When you moving, you see U-Hauls everywhere.
Exactly.
So when we got the dogs, I started noticing more of a problem in the community with dogs, and I started seeing people being allowed, like on airplanes in the stores with dogs, and they were saying, well, these are special dogs, not just for ASEAN dogs. These are for people who have mental illness.
Right.
And so that's deep, because look at everything every day on the TV or on Facebook is mental illness. Exactly. Somebody shot, somebody ran over, somebody did something crazy to their own children, somebody did something based on skin pigmentation. All mental illness.
Right, exactly.
And so if somebody's saying this dog can help me stop from shooting up a school, or stealing your car, or doing anything that constitutes mental illness, this dog can have me just walking around acting like a normal person. And so, we need to promote, you know, any type of solution. We're solution driven. We're the solution to these people acting a fool or doing anything negative. And pets is one of the solutions. In fact, you know, it can even help couples too. Just like a child can, even though a child is a lot more to deal with, you know, you got that going on.
Exactly.
But pets can too, you know what I'm saying? Because now y'all have a common, you know,
commonality, something that you can really, you know, both focus on together as a team. Well, good, man. That's kind of deep right there, and I really hope you push that. You know what I'm saying? Good luck on that, because that's anything that I think you can capitalize on where it does some good is definitely something that's needed right now, and it's an entrepreneurship.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. All right, y'all, real quick. So listen up. We got this today. Merchandising specialists. They need floaters in Chicago. No experience necessary. Starting you off at $18 an hour. Need you to call 847-343-8778. If you last the 30 days, you get a $500 bonus. Come on, y'all. 847-343-8778 is Harvest Foods, and they are hiring right now. I got many. All of these are going to be listed on our website. You go to Ulon.Life. Those of you who are watching on regular live TV, you see the link down at the bottom. That is the website. Go there and hit the tab that says Jobs and Resources. When you get there, and if you guys at home, when you get there, it's going to be a big finger that says Jobs. Hit that finger. That's all you got to do. Everybody, they be scrolling past the finger, right? Then I'll be like, you don't see this big old finger that say Jobs? Tap it. That's all you got to do, man. And you're going to see so many jobs. Just go on and on. Because we out here. We get all of these. I can't announce them all. Real quick, you got some shout-outs you want to do, Queen? Yeah. Somebody, you know, just, man, pushing you along the way?
Yeah. So I want to definitely shout out to Hoodhole Movement for bringing us on and uplifting One Fair Wage today, and in the intro to you, and big ups to you bringing us on the show and letting us talk and speak to the viewers today, and big ups to all One Fair Wage members, big up to Chicago workers and tip workers all across our state.
Love. Hood, how about you? Any quick, you know what I'm saying, you want to some shout outs to some peeps?
Shout out to Hoodhole Movement, shout out to everybody that's boots on the ground. And that's it. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It's called Hoodhole Movement. So you know we got the hope. We for the hood, but we gotta have movement. It's not just talking. So you know, shout out to everybody that's moving. That's got something moving. You know.
Yes, okay, that's what's up. So you guys, man, I want to you got these medias you can give real quick. Socials. You know, so people can follow you and get along with you.
You can follow me on Love Lanina. On Facebook, Love Lanina on Facebook, and you can also follow me on onefairwage.com and One Fair Wage on Facebook.
Okay. How with your socials?
Google Hoodhole Movement and look for us on Hood Hope Magazine, Hood Hope on YouTube, Hood Hope on Instagram, Hood Hope on Twitter, Brotherhood, And then I got one page, Struggling to Stay Alive, Antoine Alexander. You know our Facebook jail.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, well, listen up. And again, if you want to get in touch with my peoples right here, all you got to do is hit us up, 312-834-8020. These are, you know what I'm saying, some close, man. I'm talking about, like, man, boots on the ground type of brothers and sisters, and they out here doing it. Again, as we always say, man, each one teach one, and don't stop there. Holla back, baby. Love.